This is the Amaran 60XS. And the difference between the DS and the XS is you might be able to see right here on the box, it has 27 Kelvin all the way up to 6,500 Kelvin. So this is a bicolor light. Let's go ahead and unbox it. Instantly, you're met with a foam casing, which is kind of cool, like this styrofoam casing. And there we have it, the Amaran XS. And it's so incredibly small. Honestly, I've watched countless YouTube videos on this specific light, and I gotta be honest, this is so much smaller in real life than in any of the YouTube videos I have seen. Now, to get this protective case here off, you have to press this trigger here, twist it there, and there is the infamous LED light, the whole thing that kind of makes this light what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and put this aside real quick. The other thing we have in this box is the reflector. Pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'm gonna use this that much, if I'm being completely honest with y'all, but I do have a diffuser specifically for this that will work with this light as well. So either way, awesome that they just give you a little bit something for maybe more harsher light. In my opinion, this is what that would be used for. Other than that, it's pretty basic here. We have the power cable to charge up the light and obviously use it. But what's really cool about this light here is you have this mount right here that mounts your typical Sony batteries. You see this bracket. So what you can do is on the side of this light here, you can mount this bracket on the side just like so. And now you're wireless. You just have this plug into the back of it, and you have these two Sony mount batteries that are purchased separately, of course, but now you can use this with none of these cables right here. You don't just chuck them away. And if you purchase those batteries separately, you're mobile now. One of the biggest reasons why I decided to go with this specific light is because of how small and compact it really is, as well as this option right here. They throw in a mount here that can adjust your angle here, pretty basic and simple. And of course, the other end of the power cable and box for the light itself. Pretty basic what's in the box. Now let's get to the features. All right, first things first, I just want to start out by saying how incredibly light this is. Obviously, it goes into account with how small this is, but I thought it was an important thing to note because I have a lot of cheap Amazon light stands that I was afraid might not work with it. Now, of course, I do have just maybe a couple of more expensive light stands, but man, do I have a plethora of these cheap stands. I was really concerned about the weight of this light. Obviously, for how much it is, I wanted to make sure that I'm properly mounting it so it's not gonna fall and have a sturdy enough stand. Now, arguably, these cheap Amazon stands are probably not the best for it anyways, but you use what you have, right? So without further ado, we have 3/4 thread here as well as inside the Amaran light. All right, and then we can go ahead and screw this on. Now, once again, this is just the basic setup here. Obviously, if you want a better mounting point, I would suggest using the mount that comes with the light itself. So just for a quick overview on a video, I wanted to mount it to a cheap stand and just see if it works with what I have in my arsenal. So we have the Amaran XS hooked up, and for the sake of the video, I am not going to attach a softbox to the light. I'm just going to use this reflector just to show you guys exactly how incredibly bright this thing is. All right, this is at 40% at 4,300 Kelvin. Turn it off just to give you an idea as to all the shadows that start coming in, and 40%, you have an amazing fill light, and I get a lot more bright, obviously. So what you can do to change either your percentage on the brightness or the Kelvin itself is utilize this red knob in the back, and you can click it and it jumps certain percentages. So I just clicked it once with it on the percentage, and it will jump from 40 to 60% and 80%, 90%, 100%, basically every 10%. And then once it reaches its maximum brightness, it will go to 20%, which is its lowest 20 increment. Then the value of the brightness will start over after you exceed the brightest point that this light has to offer. Now, to change from the brightness mode to the temperature, all you have to do is click, press, and hold this red knob here, and then it will select the arrow to 4300 Kelvin and point at that, at which point you can dial the knob. And as you can see, it's getting incredibly orange. And right there, we're at 2700 Kelvin, which is the lowest point that it will go for that. Same goes with the brightness. If you click the red knob once you're on the temperature mode, and once the temperature mode is highlighted, it will jump up to 32 Kelvin. Click it once again, 4300, 5600. So it's just a quick fast track way to get to your temperature that you want if you're in a rush. I think that's a pretty cool feature. Don't have to go in an app and change everything. Everything's on an app these days, so that kind of sucks. But this, you don't have to worry about it. There are additional settings that you can access and make this light remote control via Bluetooth as far as resetting this, and you can pair it up with your phone for easy wireless access. As I mentioned before, you can utilize this battery holder right here, clip it onto the side, and completely be remote. But anyways, that pretty much sums up today's video. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe, as it really helps out my channel. And if you would like to purchase this light, an affiliate link will be listed down below. It doesn't cost you guys any extra, but it will greatly help me out and my channel to grow and continue to do reviews on products like this for yourself. But without further ado, that effectively ends today's video. I hope you guys have a great one. Until next time.